Praise the Lord, everyone. Brother Roop here. Book of Acts, chapter 18, verse 9. Then spake the Lord to Paul in the night by a vision. Be not afraid, but speak, and hold not thy peace. It says, then spake the Lord. In the original text, it says Yahweh, Yahweh, not Lord, but Yahweh. So Yahweh came to Paul in the night. God always comes to you in the night. And that's because, in the nighttime, everybody's asleep. There's no distractions. You're not thinking about anything, or things are very quiet, and you have more peace of mind. You have a clearer mind because there's no visual distractions, no mental distractions, nobody trying to talk to you or calling you or texting you. You can just lay there at night in the peace of night and just think. That's kind of why I liked working at night, because it's more peaceful at night. And you just think, and so God knows this. God knows that if He comes to you at night, if He wakes you up at night, He's going to get your full attention because there's nothing else to distract. Because sometimes God speaks in a still small voice. So this is the second time that God gave Paul a night vision. That's usually when these visions occur. I had a vision years ago when I was a young man, but it was during the day. I was actually surrounded by people. A few of them were strangers, but I've always been a little different. But the Lord spoke to Paul in the night by a vision. I've had at least one vision where I was disemboweled from my body, but how this vision occurred, you can have many different types of visions. Visions is just not one thing. You can have a lot of different kinds of visions. You can see yourself out of body. You can see the vision while you're in your body. You can have a vision, but it's more in your head than anything else. Or sometimes just God speaking to you. That could be a vision too. So He gave him a vision at night. The Lord spoke to him. Yahweh spoke to him at night. What Paul saw in this vision, the Apostle Luke doesn't tell us what Paul saw in this vision, if he saw anything. Did he see Yahweh in His greatness and His holiness? Did he see Jesus? Did he see Yahweh in Jesus? Was it another figure that came to him at night? And Paul thought it was Yahweh. Luke doesn't tell us, and that's because Paul probably didn't tell him. Or Luke didn't think it was all that important. But what kind of vision it was, we don't know. But we do know what they said in the vision. Be not afraid, but speak, and hold not thy peace. And the vision continues on, verse 10. For I am with thee, and no man shall set on thee to hurt thee. So that was the vision. Speak boldly in this city. Why would God give Paul this vision? Why? Well, he was just in Athens, where he spoke to the educated class of the city and spoke in the marketplaces in Athens, and he wasn't that successful. He was a little successful. He did start a small church there, but he wasn't really successful like he was in the past. But in the past, he got run out of towns too. So when Paul spoke boldly, he made people angry, and mobs were formed to run him out of town. So God's telling him to speak boldly, and we're going to find out later, next verse, because he has much people in this city. But we'll get that in next verse, next video. So he's telling him to speak and hold not his peace. Hold not his peace. Preach the gospel in boldness. And that's the example that we all should take from this. We should always preach the gospel in boldness. If people reject it, let them reject it. You can move on. But speak it in bold. If they get offended, let them get offended. They're offended by everything else these days, so why not add one more thing? So we should preach the gospel in boldness, even to people, even to a lot of Christians who don't want the full gospel. They just want a fake gospel, you know. So we should always speak in boldness, just like Paul received in his vision. That should be a vision for us too. I think it is. Anyway, thank you, and God bless you.